Imagine waking up in a room with no windows, two dead bodies next to you, and absolutely zero memory of who you are. You don't even know your own name. But as your memory crawls back, you realize something terrifying. You aren't on Earth. You're on a suicide mission in deep space, and if you fail, every single person on Earth dies. Today, we are recapping the sci fi masterpiece, Project Hail Mary. This isn't just a survival story, it's a story about the most unlikely friendship in the universe. Stay tuned because the ending will change how you look at the stars forever. Our story begins with a man waking up from a long term coma. He's being tended to by robot arms. He can't remember his name, but he's a scientist at heart. He starts running experiments just to figure out where he is. He notices that a dropped pen falls way too fast, meaning gravity is much stronger than Earth's. He finds his crewmates, but they didn't survive the coma. They are literally mummies. Eventually, a computer asks him for his name. He doesn't know. But then a flashback hits. We learn his name is Ryland Grace. He was a disgraced molecular biologist turned middle school science teacher. Why was a teacher sent to space? Because the sun is dying. A mysterious space algae called astrophage is eating the sun's energy, and in 30 years, Earth will enter a permanent ice age.
Ryland realizes he is on the Hail Mary, a ship powered by the very same astrophage that is killing the sun. He's at Tau Ceti, a star that is somehow immune to the infection. His job? Find out why. But as he's working, his radar picks up something impossible. Another ship.
This isn't a human ship. This is first contact. Ryland is terrified, but the alien ship doesn't attack. Instead, it builds a tunnel to connect to him. Ryland walks through, and guys, meet Rocky. Rocky is from the 40 Eridani system. He's an engineer, he's blind, he sees with sound, and he speaks in musical chords. Just like Ryland, Rocky is the last survivor of his crew, sent to save his planet from the same sun-eating algae. This is where the movie gets amazing. Two different species, light years from home, working together. They build a translation device so they can talk. Rocky calls Ryland question, and Ryland calls Rocky friend. They discover a predator called Taumoba that eats the astrophage. If they can bring this back, both their planets are saved. But science is never easy. A leak occurs, and the Taumoba starts escaping. In a heart-pounding sequence, Ryland has to save Rocky from a nitrogen leak that would kill him, while Rocky saves Ryland from the vacuum of space. They have the cure. They say their goodbyes. Rocky heads back to his planet, and Ryland heads back to Earth. But then, Ryland notices something. The Tumuiba he gave Rocky, it's dying because of the container material Rocky used. If Ryland goes to Earth, he lives. But Rocky and his entire planet die. If Ryland goes to save Rocky, he will never see Earth again. He will run out of food and die in deep space. Ryland chooses his friend. He sends a small probe back to Earth with the cure and the data, and then he flies into the darkness to save Rocky. Years later, we see Ryland on Rocky's home planet, Arid. He lives in a specialized dome because the atmosphere is too thick for humans. He didn't die. Rocky's people saved him and even figured out how to make him food. Ryland is back to being what he always loved, a teacher. He teaches the young Iridians about science and the stars. And the best part? He looks up at the sky and sees a message from Earth. The sun is bright again. They made it. That was Project Hail Mary, a movie that proves that even in the vastness of space, friendship is the most powerful force in the universe. If you enjoyed this recap, hit that like button and subscribe to Alpha Recap for more viral movie breakdowns. What would you have done? Would you have gone back to Earth or saved Rocky? Let me know in the comments.